It's your boy Tenelle Rymon 16, back at it again with another YouTube video. This time I'm gonna be doing a freestyle, and hopefully we can get some good views up in here. And trust me, I'm gonna have this speaker up. Gonna try and get this video done before bedtime, cause I'm trying to sleep for the rest of the night.
Somebody got a problem, we could meet up anywhere. Now go say some, don't you play dumb. You know where we came from, and you don't want sauce, no A1. I like that, she's fine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walk past like press rewind to see that one more time. And I got the soda.
This plan went before city council members. It'll be a $1.9 billion stadium with an adjacent building for team offices. $600 million of that bond money coming from the city. Bonds to be paid off using sales tax money from businesses around the ballpark. What remains unclear, how much the state of Missouri will kick into this project. Sources tell us it may be as much as $350 million right now, but backers of the project want more from Jefferson City.
First things first, this is not a new tax. This is not a new sales tax that's hitting everyone in Kansas City, Missouri. If you never come downtown, if you never come to the stadium, you're not funding at least the lion's share of what this stadium is all about.
What he's referring to is the size of the sales tax district planned for the new Chiefs Stadium in KCK, which would include much of Wyandotte and part of Johnson County in Kansas.
And with the Chiefs going to the Kansas side,
Yeah.
how did that change the landscape? Was there an increased sense of urgency on the part of you and others in the city to make sure, okay, what happened with Chiefs will not happen with the Royals?
You know, we never stopped talking to the Chiefs, largely until the day or days before their announcement was made. I respect the business decision they have to make. I think if I were to make one comment on past leadership in Jackson County, I think it was frustrating because that was always likely to be a Jackson County deal. And the prior executive, I think, had some difficulties in that negotiation. But in terms of...
But weren't those difficulties significant?
They were significant.
Now, something else we don't know, what the Royals' share of this project will cost them. Originally, 60% of the stadium cost was to be public, but that may be changing. As it stands right now, there will be no public vote on the city's share of this cost. City council approval is all that's needed, and that could come as early as next week. But for now, no Jackson County contribution or from anyone else. Ahead here at 6, we will talk more about why no public vote, why the mayor feels as if this deal would pass if there was a vote, and how getting in and out of downtown will change with that new ballpark. We're getting more reaction now from the city and Jackson County leaders on the plan.
Our team coverage continues with KMBC9's Andy Alcott, who was at City Council as the plan was introduced. Andy?
Yeah, Laura, and that plan was approved. The next step in this process is to go to the Parks and Recreation Board for a public vote on Tuesday. Mayor Lucas told us that the Parks and Recreation Board would keep the property and act as a landlord and for the Royals to lease it. He said the model for that plan is based on a similar agreement the Chicago Parks District has with the NFL's Bears at Soldier Field. Jackson County is the current landlord for the Royals today. Legislature Chair Manny Abarca worked on a sales tax extension plan to build the Royals a new ballpark in the Crossroads. Jackson County voters defeated that plan 2 years ago. Abarca wasn't making a spectator at City Hall today. When we told him about the city's plan this morning, he had no idea it was happening.
I refuse to be left in the dark here.
Do
and
not
so
get
I think
upset
it's very
with
important
me.
that
You're not supposed to be in
if
the
taxpayers in
city.
Jackson
Stop
County
it.
are going to be expected to fund any part of it, that we should be at least aware of what's happening prior to hitting the news.
I've been in conversations with organizations who are used to collecting signatures, and as I said before, I think the threshold is around 2,200 signatures that we would need for a petition to bring this to a vote of the people.
And a statement from Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe does not spell out the state's money commitment to the plan, as Chris mentioned, but it does say in part, quote, a new Royal Stadium would represent a significant investment in Kansas City's future, bringing jobs, tourism, and long-term growth. Although we're not across the finish line yet, The momentum is real, and we're moving in the right direction. A statement from Jackson County Executive Phil Lavoda says, in part, quote, any proposal must be transparent, accountable, and make sense for taxpayers. Myself and the Jackson County Legislature are ready to be at the table and to make sure this is done the right way. Councilman Jonathan Duncan, who we just heard from, is one of 3 members of the council who do not support this plan. Reporting live at City Hall, downtown, Andy Alcock, KMBC 9 News.
All right, Andy, thanks. And again, ahead in minutes more of my one-on-one with the mayor. We'll dig deeper into how this downtown ballpark plan could turn the areas near Union Station and beyond forever.
As leaders talk about the new ballpark, the future of the Truman Sports Complex hangs in the balance. Weeks ago, Jackson County Executive Phil Lavoda announced the creation of a redevelopment task force for the Truman Sports Complex. It'll be made up of business leaders, developers, and other community members. Starting next week, the task force will have 3 months to consider how to best develop the complex, which covers nearly 400 acres. And breaking tonight, Governor Laura Kelly has signed the Kansas Sports Facilities Authority Act into law. It establishes an 11-member board to oversee the Chiefs' move to Kansas. That board will have the power to oversee the planning, financing, and management of a football stadium and practice facility. The mayors of Kansas City, Kansas, and Olathe would also be voting members of the 11-member board. Moving now to first for weather, a lot of impact days on the way. Chief meteorologist Brian Busby is here. And Brian, we have a severe thunderstorm watch for some of our counties right now.
Mainly to the north and to the northwest of Kansas City, barely clipping St. Joseph. Does not include Kansas City and certainly no real estate farther east and southeast. We do have some showers along I-35 north of Kansas City towards the Iowa state line. Certainly those are just light sprinkles of rain or showers. Lightning strikes south and southwest of Topeka. And also one severe thunderstorm warning way out west of Marysville, Kansas. That's because of the possibility of gusty winds and a little bit of hail as well. These are the counties in blue under that severe thunderstorm watch. It does include northwest Missouri. It does include, say, Atchison County on the Kansas side, going farther west as well. At this point in time, it's going to be much later by the time it gets towards Kansas City. That watch stays in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. So the hour-by-hour planner, this is for Kansas City specifically, 7 o'clock, next couple of hours, partly to mostly cloudy skies developing. Only about 20% of us will be getting wet by 9. It elevates closer to midnight and beyond. As we're going to see more widespread coverage of those showers and thunderstorms. We'll also let you know when the next batch moves in after this one moves out. Coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian. We're breaking news tonight. Kansas City, Missouri City Council has passed a plan to ban single-serve alcohol bottles, otherwise known as shooters, in certain neighborhoods. The city argues these types of sales can contribute to crime, litter, and unsafe conditions. House Speaker John Patterson, Republican of Lee Summit, has pushed back against the plan, saying it would hurt business owners. He plans to add an amendment to a bill to keep Kansas City from enacting the ban. And News Chopper 9 is at the scene of a house fire this afternoon. A blaze in this 2-story home on East 8th Street spread to neighboring homes around noon. Firefighters were able to get it under control in 30 minutes. No one was hurt. The crew remained on scene for a while to put out any hot spots. And so far, no one is in custody after a woman died and a man was injured in Kansas City. Police were called to Wallace Avenue and Wilson Road around 1 this morning. They found an injured woman in a backyard. They tried to help her. She died at the scene. Police later discovered the man at a hospital. Detectives say a fight between several people escalated into violence. If you know anything that could help officers with this case, call Crime Stoppers tip hotline 816-474-TIPS.
Right now in Blue Springs, a shooting suspect is dead after a standoff with police. The man barricaded himself inside an apartment on Northwest Mott near St. Mary's Medical Center after a shooting from earlier in the day. Officers tried to get him to surrender. After about an hour, they found his body inside. The victim in the shooting is being treated for serious injuries. And cleanup is on after a train derailed at KCK News Chopper 9. The only view from up above, 15 cars jumped the track. Union Pacific says it happened in its Armadale yard, which runs right along the Kansas River. Nobody hurt, nothing spilled. Here in the first look weather center, still tracking the possibility of rain showers and thunderstorms that are going to be rolling through. Nothing's going to be too heavy per se. We are looking for the possibility of this evening's thunderstorms and also the severe weather threat. We're going to check once again exactly when you can expect those thunderstorms on your back doorstep coming up in a few minutes. right now at 6.
One, I do think this will be the most substantial economic development at this time in the history of downtown Kansas City.
Planning for the future of downtown baseball.
People want to have a vibrant and exciting downtown.
The mayor sits down with me for an exclusive one-on-one going over the impact of this new plan.
Plus, staying faithful to the fountain when this Royals tribute to the spirit of Kansas City debuts. And a title on the line at CPKC Stadium. We're taking you out to the Teal Rising Cup as the Current prepare for a championship rematch.
Your source for first alert weather and news summer night. Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9 News.
Closed captioning sponsored by St. Luke's Cancer Institute. All for making cancer care personal.
In Kansas City, KMBC 9 First News leads the way. Get your day started right. The most experienced team with the headlines you need. Tenelle Rymon, first alert weather and first alert traffic. So you'll be ready. I'm on the way. Donna, Cody, Nick, Jamie, and Johnny. When it matters in the morning, Kansas City turns to the leader. KMBC 9 First News, 4:30 to 7.
How much to haul up a mattress?
Today, $59.
What if it's a king-size mattress?
That would be 59 king-size dollars.
Are those any different than regular dollars?
Nope.
That's a fantastic price.
It's a great deal. Call 1-800-JUNK.
At NKC Health, we don't just see a diagnosis. We see you. We see you bringing the heat, keeping the beat, and we see our Mayo Clinic Care Network membership as the key to delivering real solutions and bringing world-class expertise
Security
closer to
cameras
home,
capture them arriving
guiding you toward what's next.
From the
But
outside,
always seeing you
everything
for who
appears
you
normal.
are.
But what
And the
Ashley
life
doesn't
you're ready
realize,
to live.
her life is about to take a horrifying turn.
NKC Health, care that sees you.
Is your garage dark and cluttered? Hello Garage can help. We create clean, organized spaces with beautiful, durable flooring and smartly designed storage. Visit HelloGarage.com to schedule your free estimate.
Carly returns to the kitchen, where she hides the gun from the
There are
cameras.
7 great
But
reasons
this
to play
is
at
just the
7th Street
beginning of her
Casino.
evil plan.
Reason number 1,
Because
more
just an
jackpots.
hour later,
Reason number
her
2,
stepfather
over
comes home,
600 exciting
unaware that
slots.
Carly has been
Reason
waiting
number
for
3,
him.
up to 95% payment. Reason number 4, great food. Reason number 5, free snack. Reason number 6, it's delicious promotion. And reason number 7, it's the casino with a kick. Located in Kansas City campus. 7th Street Casino. Fun with a kick.
In the quiet Rankin County, Mississippi,
Serving our neighbors in Kansas and Missouri. Kansas City's news leader, KMBC 9
She's
News.
smiling, and her
Updating our
stepfather
top story now as downtown
Carly
baseball
is a
is a
friendly
big
father
step
kid.
closer to happening in Kansas City, Missouri.
We sat down with the mayor for an exclusive one-on-one this morning. It's not just a new Royals ballpark that appears to be coming, but one of the most significant developments in the history of the city. $1.9 billion for a new stadium and team offices in the Washington Square Park area. Possibly, that's not all.
1.9 billion buys what?
1.9 billion gets us a brand new stadium, gets us talent, it gets us on the stadium site parks improvements, and it also, of course, gets us the concert space, others that would be right on that site. And so that is what 1.9 billion does. It also, of course, launches more development thereafter. And I would assume, not getting ahead, but probably $1 billion or more of surrounding development just in the blocks within the site itself.
And that other development, the Royals are on the hook for, but you think there'll be some city participation there?
The Royals would look to, with any other partners, obviously, in Kansas City, to develop the rest of that area.
The city is pledging $600 million in bonds to help pay for the stadium. Bonds to be paid off with sales taxes generated from businesses near the new stadium.
But what happens if not enough money is generated within that district to pay off these bonds? Who then is on the hook?
If not enough money is generated, we'll try to make sure that we can find every way that the taxpayers in Kansas City long-term aren't on the hook for bonds. Obviously, bonds.
But ultimately, they could be in a worst-case scenario.
Ultimately, either a city entity or a state entity or one of our incentive agencies would be. But yes, absolutely would be a public entity that is on the hook long-term.
In April 2024, a Jackson County sales tax hike to pay for a new stadium for the Royals and the Chiefs failed badly at the polls. With this deal, there's no public vote on the city's share.
But did the results of the April 24 sales tax vote essentially take off the table
Haircut City. Last week, he had a conflict with a student over wearing a hoodie in class. Currently, Ocean's Gene has been arrested on suspicion of assault and fired after teaching for 40 years. This incident triggered an emergency board meeting. During the meeting, emotions were high as a man claiming to be the
discussed and negotiated in the history of Kansas. Why do you think people would go for this deal? Why would they go for this deal? First of all, I think when you look at the space that we have targeted, it's very different than what was discussed all years ago. You're not moving existing businesses. Frankly, you're activating a site that is half parking lot and a parking lot that is empty almost every day of the week.
As for parking, it was never a problem for generations of fans at the sports complex. At the new ballpark, fans will have to rely on 19,000 downtown parking spaces already there, all within a 10-minute walk of the new ballpark.
I was in St. Louis a week ago. I do not think the people of St. Louis are smarter or sharper than us. In the same way that they've been able to figure out downtown parking forever, I think we'll be able to adjust and enjoy downtown baseball.
Also, still to be figured out how to get people in and out of the ballpark and in and out of downtown on game day.
How much more difficult is that going to be than a new stadium across from Union Station?
I have been working downtown for the better part of the last 11 years, and getting downtown most days is actually fairly straightforward. Right, and we'll continue to work with our partners at MoDOT. We've already talked to them about what does a stadium arrangement look like, how do we make sure ingress and egress is even better.
So will there be changes to streets or changes to nearby highways? Is that also part of it?
Yes, we expect infrastructure expenditures both from the city side and the state side to help address ways that people can get around.
Again, overall, this is not a
stood
done
up
deal
for
yet.
restaurant
There
workers
has
who
been
were
no stadium
insulted by
side
a woman,
announcement
but
from
he
the
was
Kansas
slapped by
City
her.
Royals
On
as
August
of yet.
7th,
But
Caroline ordered
if
a
the
meal
mayor's
near the
right,
closure of
ground will be broken
McDonald's and kept
possibly
urging
as
her
early as late
employees.
this
The
year. And if all
employees
goes
informed
well,
her
the
that the
Royals will open up
ingredients
the
were
2030
insufficient to this
season.
time.
Their new ball.
Do you know
All this talk about the Royals' future, now we're getting a preview of their new look. The team is unveiling its City Connect uniforms ahead of tomorrow night's debut. They're calling it Forever Fountain, a nod to Kansas City's iconic water features in the next wave of Royals fans. The new R logo takes you back to 1969 with a modern twist, blending the team's history with a fresh look. And the colors bold, too. They're inspired by Midwest sunsets and the blue of the city's 200-plus fountains.
The gradient for us means a number of things, that this city is always moving. We're moving forward. Water is fluid. We wanted to stay consistent with that fountain theme.
Nike designed the uniforms, and you'll see them in action starting tomorrow night. They will also be
What
worn
is
every Friday.
what is he calling me when he knows I don't want to be bothered?
Here we see
You reached the hairline. What do you need?
What's up, yo?
What's up?
What you been up to?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to make YouTube videos. What are you up to?
Nothing.
I
Is
thought
Lincoln there?
you always want to talk to Lincoln.
Hey, I'll talk to you after.
Yeah. He's busy playing the game, and my phone is about to die, so I can't get the phone to him right now.
Not necessarily
All right, hang
severe,
on. All
but
right,
it is
all right,
showing
hang
up
up, okay.
at least some
Sure.
evidence
Hang on.
of maybe a lightning strike or two from that. And that's moving primarily to the east. So first alert going out for western portions of Johnson County on the Kansas side, near Eudora, also very close to, say, Garden, and eventually heading toward Olathe as well. Won't last long. This is only the beginning. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in place until 11 o'clock for a few counties to the north and west of us, including the cities of Maryville, St. Joseph, Hiawatha, Atchison, and even farther to the west, in case you are heading out towards St. Manhattan. Here's a
Man.
first look future can. It's picking up on that chance of a few dirty showers and thunderstorms popping up. Certainly nothing that's too severe. As we're heading into 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, that's will see the front getting closer to us, and the thunderstorms ramping up in strength. These are the ones that could produce the hail and the wind threat, and because they're also passing over the same area over and over again, we could see some localized flooding as well. It starts to clear out, but by tomorrow morning, maybe not quite as heavy over the city, but Odessa, Warrensburg, farther south toward Marshall and Sedalia, heavier rain showers there. Lighter on the Kansas side from Leavenworth going down toward Ottawa, but still a few showers left over even at lunchtime, so don't put those umbrellas away quite yet. And remember, we have 5 impact days in a row because of this sort of action, because of storm system after storm system continuing to move from the west toward up. Here's a look at how much potential rainfall we are referring to. Not widespread necessarily, but some pockets of an inch or more.
certainly not what we had last week when some areas got 4 and 5 inches of rainfall. Right now, it looks like close to an inch.
You should be a baby now.
First look at 9-day forecast.
You don't
The first
want to
thing you
be.
notice is, from my hand all the way to the side of the screen, impact days, one after the other. Not all of them are going to be washouts.
I think next time when I go to Quick Trip, I'll just get a drink. I'm not getting no donuts. I don't even know if you want to go to Quick Trip. I'd rather go to 7-Eleven. Break. Give me a break. Is it? back. Ugh.
They think they know us, they can't control us. Man, I got the soul.
Nikki, I'm trying.
Yeah, baby. Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say. Can I keep you on my way? But first off, I'ma start by saying this. All hands out, so they think you can take my. And I'm too tough when I shoot, swear I won't miss. Baby, won't you come my way? Baby, won't you come my way? Baby, this is something you should know. I don't ever chase no. Spotted you had that girl. Watch me pull out all this dough. Take you where you want to go. Flexing on your ex, I know. He ain't never take you out. Barely even left your house. How dare I run his mouth when his pocket's in a drought? The last single he put out.
This is my bag, though. Hey, take the bag. All right. Okay, stop. I'll give it to you. Stop. Oh my God, I'll give it to you. God, I'm asking about my bag. The whole time.
July 2025, Volusia County, Florida.
Sick of these police officers. I am sick of these police officers arresting innocent people who haven't even done anything. Like, man, if you don't give me your bag, I'm going to arrest you. Like, I'm sick of the officers, man. These officers think they can arrest people just because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, that's stupid. That's the most stupidest thing I ever had to watch. A girl getting handcuffed by police, like, you're under arrest for this, you're under arrest for that. Like, stupid. Like, these police officers can be stupid sometimes. Like, don't blame me. Blame your boss. Man, like, you're under arrest for this, you're under arrest for that. Whatever, man.
Routine traffic enforcement when he spots a red truck speeding and passing illegally. It seems like a standard violation, but the deputy's gut tells him something is off. Let's see the initial contact.
Hey, how you guys doing?
The driver, Edgar, claims to be rushing to see a lawyer, but his shaking hands and anxious eyes betray him. More importantly, the deputy smells the distinct odor of raw marijuana. Now, this is no longer just a speeding ticket. The deputy asks for identification.
What do you mean you don't know how to spell it? It's your name. Okay, that's your middle. I think most people still know how to spell their middle name, but I'll just let that one slide, brother.
Backup arrives quickly. The deputy reveals a highly unusual detail. The driver couldn't even remember how to spell his middle name. This extreme nervousness typically means contraband is hidden inside. Two officers exchange notes and prepare their next move.
Something's weird about this kid. I guess he's late for court, and then when I was asking his name, he didn't know how to spell his middle name. If you want, you can pull him out of the car while I run him.
By law, the scent of marijuana establishes probable
Man.
Breaking tonight out of Michigan.
With that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good night.
Are you gonna put me in jail? I got bail money. I don't care, mother.
This is a private family that you're filming. This is not cool. You don't have permission to film them. This is our family.
Yeah.
No, you do not have permission to film
Are you
any of this.
insurance or you police?
No
Are you insurance or you police?
I'm just recording the scene.
Pardon me?
I'm just recording the scene.
You're not going to.
You're not going to?
This is our family. And you don't have permission.
If you guys have an issue, the officer's right over there.
I'll get the officer.
That's fine. I'll
We
stay
have
here.
we have the right to say no. You have no permission.
You don't have to. They're minors. They're minors.
These are two kids under
You
18.
film a minor and you put his face anywhere, I will sue you and you will never have anything. He is a minor. Those two children are minors. They're my minors. You better remember that in the state of Texas, it is against the law for somebody to take a picture of a minor without their permission, without parental permission. You do not have that. No. I hope you're recording this, sir.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna look wonderful on YouTube.
Yeah. Good. That's cool.
You're gonna be sued.
We're gonna be hits too. Don't worry. We're gonna have lawyers. Don't worry.
What they say?
He said that's civil, but they're mine. Why you gonna put me in jail?
She hit an elderly man, but karma hit back twice.
Yeah, you can get a tag all you want, so you're on camera, man. Yeah, I can't get arrested. I can't get arrested. Yeah, I will not be using these words. Yeah, don't put your hands there. Right. You the fuck boy. You the fuck boy. Girl, you faggot ass lashes. You faggot ass lashes. Right. She was very rude. She's very rude. Yes, she's very rude. They the ones that work. They the ones that up here. So what they talking about? They can't do nothing. Right, you up here.
I hate my bitch mom. Fire alarms in the morning. It's ludicrous. It's been like 10 minutes. I am not going outside. Screw you. Okay.
There we go. We got another fucking speeder coming. Yup, here he is. Eat this fucking corn, you jerk off. Slow the fuck down. We came in mines. Are you looking at?
That's another charge. And another one. In the car. Jesus. Mine. Thank you. All right. Well, that was interesting.
Over here now! Pull your car here now! Get out of the fucking way! Move your fucking car! Stay there! Dude, I don't give a shit!
All right. What's up? Man.
Surveillance footage shows her reversing, then lunging the car at an officer who narrowly dodged. Even in that dangerous moment, the officers held their fire, but her next move sent an officer flying through the air. Seeing his teammate in mortal danger, Officer Anderson did not hesitate and emptied his magazine at the woman.
Shots fired! Officer hit! Show your hands!
It was later confirmed that Officer James, an 11-year military veteran, suffered head, hand, and leg injuries. He will need multiple knee surgeries and at least a year of recovery to return to duty. The female driver was pronounced dead at the scene.
Oh my gosh. You can never know what happens. Beats. Random beats. Random beats. 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 Random beats. Living in the driveway. Don't you get me sideways. And I don't have a key. So I go up in the Lamb and driving like a ram baby. Ram baby, ram baby. You want a ram baby. You want a ram baby, ram baby. You want a ram baby. Don't you run me over, baby. Ram baby. You want a ram baby. You want a ram baby.